Welcome to ZBTR TV. The goal is to unearth and document the Zambian narrative in the best way possible.
Catch us live every Saturday on Facebook and YouTube.
We broadcast every Saturday at 10 a.m. EST, 7 a.m. PT.
With a growing audience across the globe, we connect Zambians and share resources abroad.
Be part of our journey. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
With a growing audience across the globe, we connect Zambians and share resources abroad.
The ZBTR TV show.
Did you know? Less than 10% of our viewers are subscribed. Don't miss out. Follow. Be part of the community. Mark your calendars. Every Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Flow live.
Welcome to the show. Hello. Happy Easter, everybody, and welcome to ZBTR. It is Saturday, April the 4th, and I hope you are having a great Easter weekend. Let your friends know, let everybody know that ZBTR TV is live. You can tag them. You can follow us on YouTube at ZBTR TV. We are also on Facebook, ZBTR TV, and on X. You can find us there. All right, today we have an interesting and intriguing conversation. I have the founding team, the founding members of Miss Grace Africa. Now, this is one of those organizations, or this is one of those conversations which isn't just any other conversation. And when you hear a pageant, obviously I know what comes to your mind, but let me tell you, let me warn you in advance, this isn't one of those usual things or one of those conversations. This is interesting and you are going to be blown away. I encourage you to hang in there, hang tight, and let everybody know that ZBTR is live. All right, Miss Grace Pageant Africa. All right, there are 6 of them. We shall try to do our best to speak and accommodate everybody and hear what they have to say and to join us. Firstly is Dr. Mwiche Sattler out of Houston, 4 hours away from me. I can actually walk to your house, Mwiche, you know that?
In how many days?
I like that. In how many days, right? This is not the first time Dr. Mwiche is joining us. She was here on the road show. Most of you remember when the embassy did that road show. So Dr. Mwiche Sattler is the owner and one of the co-founders of Miss Grace Pageant Africa. Mwiche, good morning and welcome to ZBTR.
Good morning, Mr. Nathan, and thank you for having me on the show again. It means that I didn't misbehave on the last one.
No, you did very well. You did very well.
An absolute pleasure to be on the show with you. So thank you for giving us this platform to speak about this wonderful initiative. So,
excellent. And joining us from the great nation of Botswana, next door to Mother Zambia, is my brother, Mona Moledi. He is the CFO at his Chief Financial Officer for Miss Grace Pageant. Brother Pooks, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
How is it going down there? How's the weather down there?
The weather is actually quite good today. Not too hot, not too cold.
Too hot. All right, excellent. All right.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, excellent. Also joining us from Zambia is Pauline Gibson. I understand she's the face of the pageant, okay? We are going to be told and that will be explained to us what that means. Grace, hi, good afternoon. Welcome. Hi, Grace.
Pauline.
Oh, Pauline. I'm sorry. Pauline, hi, Pauline. Pauline, can you hear me?
I think she froze up.
Oh, she froze up. Okay. Uncle HH the Wi-Fi is not doing very well. Also from the great country of Botswana is Michelle Theron joining us from there. She's the program director for Miss Grace Pageant Africa. Hi, Michelle. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
How are you?
We're good, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Is everybody here? No, we're
Sandra?
waiting for others to join, and also joining us from the great state of Georgia in Atlanta. I don't know whether it's Atlanta. Georgia is very big. Is it Atlanta, Sandra?
Yes, it is.
All right. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining. Good morning to you. I can say good morning to you and to Muiche since we are.
Good morning. Thank you for having us today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Welcome, everybody. Looking forward to this conversation. What did I do? All right. Where's everybody? Where's Neil? Is Neil here? Okay. There's one more who is supposed to join us, and she's trying to log in. At times, these things can be like that. You're looking for, I'm really excited about having you all here and to have this conversation. And the things that I've read, I went onto the website, I've looked at Miss Grace Pageant, and I'm like, this is different. This is something unique. Let's hear what this is about and what we're going to be talking about. I think, is it Pauline? I think Pauline can hear me now, right? Pauline, can you hear me now?
Maybe for me.
Okay, she's making movements, but she cannot hear me. All right, Pauline, can you hear me? Pauline. Okay, she cannot hear me. Could somebody send her a message and tell her that she's not responding to my message. We need to get started here. I'll start with you, Mwich. How did the idea of Miss Grace pageant come about? And with whom did you have that? Because I know every human activity or event starts with the mind, okay? An idea drops into your mind, and there's always that one first person that you share the idea with. Everything we do in life is like that. Everything we do, even when we fall in love, it's the same thing, right? Yeah, even when we fall in love, it's the same thing. There's always that one person that you go to and you say, okay, so Muiche, I'm talking too much. How did it start?
Well, all of this was an initiative. I mean, I've been identifying essentially like economic gaps between different demographics.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sandra and I happened to be working on a certain project together. And at that time, what happened was I met Sandra for the first time. And when I did, my first interaction with her was asking her, Sandra, why is your last name Grace? And that was just a message that was put on me to ask her why her last name is Grace, not why.
Okay. Pauline, you know to drop one device.
Okay. Okay, that's better.
Mm-hmm.
That's much better. Okay. So yes, I met Sandra in Atlanta because I don't know why I've made Atlanta my playing field. And when we met, I just asked her, why is your last name Grace? And she came back instantly with a response. And her response was, it's because I changed my last name to Grace. And Grace, she went immediately into explaining, she changed her last name to Grace in order to remind her about gratitude, responsibility, awareness, community engagement, as well as entrepreneurship. And in that moment, I just knew that this pageant had to happen. And so that was the first person that I engaged, Sandra.
Okay. Sandra, you're part of this conversation?
Yes, I am. I definitely am. Yes. So when we and I we initially first had the conversation about Miss Grace, and she said the pageant will be Miss Grace. I was like, wow, really? She said, yes, this is it. She said, I didn't ask you why your name is Sandra. I asked you why your name is Grace. And, this came about, in life we go through certain trying times in our lives. And for me, when I went through my own, they call it midlife crisis. I call it midlife awakening. I was going through that, and I had written a letter asking God, show me how to work with grace. And that was how the gratitude, responsibility, awareness, community, and entrepreneurship came about. And when you go through something, there's a bigger mission behind that. And that's what Miss Grace is about. It's about a mission about elevating women.
Why a pageant? You could have done something else. There's so many, especially when you're talking about, what do they say, people of color, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. When you're talking about people of color, Africans, Latinos, and there are so many things you could have done. Why not a water project? Why a pageant?
I love that question. I think a good question is, why not reclaim one? And that's exactly what we're doing here. We're reclaiming the pageant industry. For decades, pageants have been seen as one of the most visible platforms for women. And women were put in swimsuit. I've been a delegate for Miss World and Miss Universe, so you have to wear your swimsuit. But that's a very powerful platform. So we're redefining that pageant industry to be a platform where we can actually elevate the woman and put that woman in, build that woman up to lead and to create an impact in the community. So we could have embarked on any other thing, but the pageant industry has already been put up there to elevate women, but we're bringing it in such a way that now it's providing visibility for this woman who is going to go ahead and create more impact for other women in the community. So that's why we chose a pageant. We're redefining it to mean something else.
Excellent. Pauline, can you hear me?
Now I can. I couldn't hear anything for the first 5 minutes.
Now,
or so.
yeah, everybody.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's okay. You good. Everybody, Pauline is the face of the pageant. And before she answers the question I have for her, I want us all to watch. Let's watch this.
Hello, I'm here to tell you about Miss Grace. My name is Pauline Gibson. I'm one of the 3 founding members of Miss Grace. What is Miss Grace? Miss Grace is a beauty pageant of the minds. Why a pageant of the minds? Because we're trying to engage all African young ladies. We're not focused about your look. We're not focused about your weight. We're focused about what you have in your mind and what you can do for your community. What is Miss Grace going to do for you? Connections, funding for your great ideas, because we know that the pageants in the West were never curated for us. I know a lot of us, myself included, we've tried to fit in and we've tried to conform, but it's difficult. You go to an international pageant, you come back, and then what? The bills are waiting, the parents are looking at you, and we're trying to do something that will help African young women. We've curated this to help every African young lady to be able to be who they are and not conform and not hide their identity. So we're going across Africa and connecting young African ladies, and we'll connect you to networks, funding, fund your idea, and help you to fulfill your dream while living authentically. Thank you.
All right. I wanted everybody watching to listen to that. You make a very powerful statement in there, Pauline. Pageant of the minds. Okay. It's not about your looks. It's not about your weight. It's about what you have in your mind. Oh, wow. That you could run for president with that statement. So explain the pageant of the minds.
So as Sandra explained earlier, so, the rest of these beauty pageants around the world, it's about your confidence, your looks, how skinny you are, how fit you are, and all these other things. But we're trying to veer away from that, because in as much as those things are good, they can actually be damaging to a woman. And myself and Sandra alike, we have been in beauty pageants, international beauty pageants, and they're good, but at some point it starts to get to you. And like I said in the video that you just watched, it doesn't really benefit an African young woman that much. So you go, you have fun, and then you come back. You have the reality. So what we're trying to do with Miss Grace is to resolve that problem. We're trying to create a space where people can be who they are, and they can be able to solve problems in their community, because Africans, we're community people. My success is not just my own. So we're trying to make it make sense, in the sense that when somebody qualifies for instance, Miss Universe, they go, they come back. There's not much that is going to do for their community. And I'm sure you've all noticed that in as much as we are allowed into these spaces, it's very rare that you find one of us winning these pageants. Why?
Yeah,
because, so we just go there just to create the numbers and, just to create diversity, and they allow us in for those same reasons. And so we're trying to stay away from that, and we're trying to create something powerful, something that is African curated, something that is curated for the African young woman. So that's why Miss Grace is coming in and funding projects, and that's why we're focused on the mind, because Africa is not about being skinny. The beauty of a woman in Africa is different from the beauty of a woman in the West. So we're really trying to build something that has never been done before. We are trying to focus on who the African woman is, the duties of an African young woman, which it's all about community. It's all about family. It's all about helping the family. It's all about raising the next person, and not just for you as an individual. As you have noticed in the pageants of the West, it's mostly when you become a young woman, it's mostly about coming out, going into society, glamour, the events, the dresses, when we go for those international pageants, Sandra can tell you, we do wear those dresses. We do play the part, but once we get back, it doesn't make sense. Those dresses, for the most part, just sit in a closet somewhere collecting dust. So we're trying to change that narrative.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Michelle, people are watching this and they're looking at the way I've written Grace. You see G.R.A.C.E, and there's a period of full stop after each letter. It's actually an acronym, right? Grace is an acronym. I want you to explain to our viewers what each letter stands for.
Okay, Grace, I think they mentioned it earlier as well. Grace comes from, first of all, gratitude, being grateful for where we come from, what we have, and what we are able to give to those around us. Then we have responsibility. Anyone who's leading or who has a project that has any kind of impact in the community or in their surroundings has a degree of responsibility. They have to manage their lives as they are now role models. They have to realize, they have to take note that everything they do brings good, brings good to everyone who's involved, and no negative impact.
Okay.
C stands for community. Obviously, as we say, this pageant of minds, we're looking for women who have some kind of impact in their environments, in their community, wherever they live in Africa. And then awareness. Sorry, I did awareness backwards. Yeah, awareness. Just being aware that we are powerful women. Women, Africa is born of women. Well, the whole race, mankind is born of women, to be fair. And women have kind of got lost in the fray, but they are behind the scenes. They are the ones who are driving the families, the communities from grassroots levels right up. And we're seeing a lot more women coming into positions of power now, being more visible. So obviously we want women to come and take their rightful place again, so that everyone is aware that women are the backbone of Africa, and we want to bring that out again. And then the last one is entrepreneurship. None of this can happen without some level of business or transactions or trade or discussions going on between women across Africa and even globally into Africa. So entrepreneurship and business is one of the essential elements of G.R.A.C.E. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if I've missed anything.
Wow. I'll come back to you again, Michelle. I'm going to put Pooks on the spot here. You are the only man in this group. First of all, Pooks, before we talk about the pageant the team is hosting in Lusaka, Zambia, how did you find yourself to be part of this? Yeah, you're on mute.
Uncle Pooks, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Well, I had the question. Yes, I'll call that a mystery, because sometimes I even say to myself, how did I find myself here? This is, I'll just take it a little bit back.
Way back.
Yeah, the relationship between me and Muiche. Apparently, the first time I met her, I was in my 20s. She was only 10 that time, when they moved from Zambia to Botswana. And I was working with Michelle's father, who was, by that time, he was our electrical engineer at the Botswana mining company in G.R.A.C.E, in Botswana. And that's how I ended up knowing them. I came closer to the father as my mentor. And Moisha's mother was more like my big sister. And that's how we meshed together. And they were very noisy, loud house of Muiche and the little ones. I really loved to engage them. They loved chess and stuff like that. So that's how we engaged. And then she grew up. She got married. I became the master of ceremony at her wedding in Gaborone. And I remember some 17 years ago. And and then after getting married, Eric, took her away for some time. I think for the past 17 years, we never really met. But during her dad's funeral, I was also the master of ceremonies at the funeral, and unfortunately, they couldn't come through. But they saw me, conducting the ceremony through live streaming and stuff. So that's how close we've been.
Okay.
For quite many years. But we never really used to talk that much until one time I found Muiche just dropped something on Facebook, and then
the power of social media.
Yeah, the power of social media. And then he said, "Oh, that's Muiche," and she started writing a long, like some bit of a long text to me. Uncle Pooks, we really need to meet. Here's my contacts. Please get hold of me. And that's how we started. And she started telling me about Miss Grace Africa. And, the crazy part, or the weird part was that at the moment, we're actually, myself, Michelle, and Neo were busy organizing for Miss Botswana International.
Okay.
The pageant was coming here in Botswana. So there were a lot of things that were actually put in place about Miss Botswana International. So when she told me about Miss Grace Africa, that's when I realized that, look, this is far much bigger and better and more, something that that can go a long way. That's
true. Now, let me stop you there. Now, you mentioned Michelle in your explanation, and you and Michelle were part of organizing, is it Miss Botswana pageant? So, Michelle, how did you find yourself in this picture? How did you get involved? You're on mute.
Michelle, you're muted.
Sorry. Hi.
You were talking to yourself.
I came on board through Uncle Pooks. We call him Uncle Pooks. He is my business partner here in Botswana. We work on a number of different projects. And as he said, at that time, we were putting something together, which was to launch. But it was like kind of, we were hesitating because we weren't quite happy with it. So when we heard from him what Misha and the other ladies were doing, we kind of pivoted and said, you know what, this is what we need to do. We need to bring them together and really accomplish something this time, because as Sandra and Pauline mentioned, the conformity that's needed just to be allowed to even enter these competitions. You spend so much money going to wherever the final is and parading in your swimsuits and your gowns and stuff. But when you come back to a reality where you haven't really accomplished anything, and you come back to maybe even death. So we thought between us, we started the discussions with Misha and her team, Sandra and Pauline, and we came up with something that we're very proud of and that we know will impact real lives. It will actually make a difference instead of just going to an event and walking away. From the time you enter to the time you leave, and for a year afterwards, you've got a whole lot of support, and I'm sure that will come later in the conversation. But we managed to, between us, then structure something that kind of filled all the gaps,
Okay, back to Uncle Pooks and Sandra. So you guys are having a pageant in Lusaka, Zambia. Okay, please I want you to explain how does somebody, because this is obviously not the the normal pageants that we know. So talk to us about who qualifies and how is this going to work? Just tell us about it.
Okay, let me chip in first before she takes my words. Well, first and foremost, the first thing is that you should be a woman and you should be African. And you should be within the ages of 19 to 45 years of age.
That's a wide range of that age group is very wide. Why?
It is, of course, very wide because the whole idea is like, I think, as Pauline was explaining, this one we look at a broader spectrum of an African woman, because now we are not bringing in the issues of you should be married, you should be this slim, and stuff like that. We look at more other things. I can say that maybe the beauty part maybe is only 20%. Well, that's my own version. And then everything else, which is the advocacy, because what we look at is what is it that you are advocating in your community. We look at entrepreneurship to say what is it that you are doing as a business, because those are the pointers that are actually that will ensure that you qualify as a contestant. So we
Okay.
look at those
Sandra.
things, the community that you're working in. Thank you.
Yeah. Sandra, what should the person do to enter or to register, to participate? What do they need to do?
Just like Uncle Pooks has said, be of the age 19 to 45. Now, you can be married. That's the good thing about this pageant. You can be married and still come in. And why do we go to that wide range in age? 19, we have some very brilliant young African women out there who are already, we call it the grace in action. They're already taking action, working on a project. So now, so you're free to come participate in this pageant. Now, why do we go over 40? They say life begins at 40. At 40, maybe a woman has made a couple of mistakes and then she's still trying to create that impact in her community. So we don't want to leave that woman out. So come on in. You can go on our website, themissgrace.org, and you can apply on the website. Just follow that link, find where the registration link is, click on it, fill out the form, and definitely the form will come to us. And we'll go from there and be in contact with you. So this is open to even those in the diaspora. If you're an African woman, wherever you are in the world, you can participate in this pageant.
Okay, that's interesting. So every African, doesn't matter where you are based, you can participate in this.
Definitely, as long as you're an African.
All right.
If I may chime in on that one.
Go ahead, Major. Yeah.
The point of this pageant is to really bridge the economic gap between the upper echelon and the woman in the rural village, right? Because they don't get enough exposure. You hear, for instance, countries receiving, you read it in the newspapers, countries receiving to the effect of $10 billion. But does the person in the village feel that $10 billion?
$10 billion, yes.
What does it mean to them? Absolutely nothing. It's just a floating number. So all these Grace in Action projects that we're talking about, the ones that you have to have going, have got to be projects that feed into the rural community. This is not about selfishness. This is about going back, building up our own communities from grassroots up, and giving everybody an equal opportunity to start building generational wealth.
Okay, so when I fill in an application, Pauline, I'll throw this question to you. When I fill in an application, you need to unmute yourself. When I fill in an application, what is the, I don't know whether this is the right word, what is the vetting process like?
Okay, so we review those applications that come in, and as everybody else has said, the biggest thing we're focused on is your idea. Do you have something? Are you working on something that could potentially impact or change your community? So we're not looking for somebody. Everybody has a business idea. We know that. That's not difficult. So, but we're looking for somebody that has something that will potentially change their community, that will impact community. And not just improve their own livelihood, but the livelihoods of everybody else in their community.
The broader community, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Uncle Pooks, I don't know if anybody wants to add on to that question I threw to Pauline.
Yeah. Let me say something. I know
go ahead.
You said, why not any charity? Why not any water project or any of those? A charity can support a woman, right? To help her right there. But what we're creating is a platform that will elevate this woman. And now this woman becomes the help for other people in the community. So that's why this project is really important, because she is now elevated to the status where she can turn around, create jobs for other people, help other people in her community. That is the key to getting the crown as Miss Grace.
Excellent, excellent. Uncle Pooks, the prize money is $100,000. Is this Is this the total prize money for the different people who are going to win, or this is the first prize? What does that mean? What does $100,000 mean?
100,000 US dollars is specifically for first prize.
Wow.
And we also have a second prize, which is 50,000 US dollars.
Okay.
And then the third prize is 25,000 US dollars.
Okay. Wow. So this is the prize money that people are going to win. Everybody, I think this must stir up people to register and to participate. I mean, $100,000 is a lot of money. It is a lot of money.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. I've thought of switching and going over to the other side myself.
Haven't we all? But
yeah.
Oh, now to Pauline's point. I mean, I know this sounds funny, but we are laughing about it. But there are certain competitions that have certain rules. Pauline says she's thought about switching to go on the other side. Can your family members or friends participate in this, Michelle?
Sorry, me. I thought you said Michelle.
I said Michelle, yes. Can your family, can your friends and family members participate in this?
I think we are going to make I think Misha should answer that one.
Yeah. So I would say family members and friends can definitely participate, and this is why.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be the judging panel.
Yeah. Okay. None of you are going to be on the judges panel.
No.
Okay, that's good.
So the final, like the judging panel, and at some point in time, we're going to talk about the business-to-business matchmaking as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that is all going to be anonymous because we are all wearing like a million hats right now, and so the chance, the time, the bandwidth to actually scrutinize those applications is currently unavailable to most of us. So we're going to be sourcing out definitely judges who are independent of the process.
Okay.
So don't be surprised if you see my application in there somewhere.
No,
and then just to
Pauline, go ahead.
Just to add on to what Muche said, again, going back to the idea, the whole idea, it's what you have. If let's say Michelle's sister has a grand idea that will change the whole of Botswana, why not? You see what I mean? And then so instead of like how in regular pageants you have the swimsuit thing on the actual day of the pageant, our contestants will be presenting their projects. So there'll be other people judging and looking at these projects. So it's not just us. We're not even going to be involved in that process. So their projects will be displayed for different people to look at them. And so the one with the best project actually gets to take the prize. So because that will be the one who will be able to make the most impact.
Wow. So Miche, this is in Lusaka, right? Give us the dates and Michelle, go ahead.
Sorry, I just like to go back for a second and mention here. I think we didn't mention that we are trying to be totally inclusive. Therefore, me, the white ladies here, I'm African born and bred. We're trying to include all races, all ethnic backgrounds, all women who are in Africa, born of Africa, and working in Africa. Women with disabilities, women with limitations, where we can help people get the funding they need to participate. We will try as far as we can to do that if the project is really worthy of entering, being seen.
Yes.
So we just wanted to, that's another big difference with other pageants, where there's no conformity, there's inclusion. So it doesn't matter what kind of business you're in, what sector you're in, as you see from this clip that you've put up now. You could be in sports, you could be someone who's empowering other women from your wheelchair. You could be in catering or, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what you're in. If you are making an impact of some kind or producing a product that has, uses natural ingredients or natural things to have an impact which saves the environment. We really need to think out the box and invite all women to think about what they're doing and the impact. We don't say your impact has to change 6,000 lives. We're saying even if your project is changing 10 lives in a meaningful way, we want to see it. And we will definitely give you the coverage and get you seen as far as we can, because we never know who will be interested in that project, even if you don't win this pageant. So, inclusivity is a big part of what we're doing.
Yeah, Michelle, I'm glad that you pointed that out, because the misconception is that when you say Africa, most people think people of dark skin. Africa's got a wide range of people with, what's the word, with a lot of color brands. Let's call them that.
Differences.
Yeah.
Differences. We're all different. I mean, God made us that way, so we should celebrate it, right?
That's right. We need to celebrate ourselves. And all right, Priska from Maryland says good morning. Good morning. And is this Barbara Nguenya? Yeah, she's been posting a lot. I mean, she's into it. Miss Barbara, you need to participate in this.
She is participating.
She's participating, and then when she wins, she's gonna send 10% to me. This is amazing. Well done, Dr. Mwiche and team. And yeah, that's good.
And to piggyback on what Michelle said, even though you're not the top 3, you're walking away with something.
Yes.
Because you're getting visibility. Visibility is key. People are seeing your business. This is also elevating you. You're getting coaching. You're learning how do you grow your business.
Yeah.
You're finding peers that you can collaborate with. So within the week that you come for this event, you're getting coaching. You're learning how to present your project.
Okay.
Because when you're growing your business, it could be a lonely experience.
Yes.
But now you're in the room with other people who are growing their business. So you find your peers right there that you can collaborate with.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I was about to throw this question to you, Mwiche. So the participant, this is happening in Lusaka. Give us the dates and where it will be happening in Zambia. I don't know whether it's in Livingstone, Lusaka, Ndola. Just give us the dates of when the event is going to take place and what people should expect.
So this is going to it's for the contestants, the final 100 will have to be in Zambia.
Okay, so there will be 100 contestants.
100 final, yeah.
It will be trimmed to 100.
Yes.
Okay.
And those have to travel to Zambia the last week of September, which I don't remember the dates off of my head, but the finale itself is October 4th and 5th. But to piggyback on what everybody else has been saying, we're looking for first of all, we follow the SDGs set by the UN. And shout out to Jing for giving us a platform to actually share this idea among an intimate group of people at the UN. So we're already visible in that stage. So that's amazing. And then we're looking for like anybody that's doing something innovative. 2 people that come to my mind right now. The first person is a young woman from Nigeria who walks the markets, picking up all the discarded clothes, right? All the ones that are sold at the market and then they're deemed no good and they just go into a pile. She picks up those scraps and then she makes like realistic artwork, portraits out of people using that fabric. And her idea is 0 waste. So, that's that's, I think, very innovative. Another woman that I'd like to highlight is somebody that makes sanitary towels from banana leaves.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So we're looking for innovative ideas like that definitely go by the SDGs of the UN, and also really like feed back into the community in a very meaningful manner.
Excellent. Okay. So this is obviously a mammoth task. It's you're trying to pull Africans globally from across the world. Okay. There are people who like to participate, by investing or sponsoring the pageant. What should they do? What's the procedure, Sandra?
I'll let Miche take that. If you're looking to sponsor, you can also visit our website, but let me let Miche take that question.
Yeah, so we're definitely, there's our email. We're definitely looking for sponsors, partners, participants, vendors, and another specific niche that we're looking for is actually African tailors.
Okay.
This is how I feel like we can also be inclusive of our male compatriots, is through, also giving them a voice through fashion or their art or music or something to that effect. So we're looking anything that is unique, anything that is talented, come and join us. This is the platform. And I think I forgot what question you asked me.
I'm asking, like, how I think I mean, it's a mammoth task, and people, how do people, if I'm interested in sponsorship, highlighting my company at the pageant, what should I do?
There's many ways that you can do it. First of all, the email that's at the bottom there, that's our address where you can send an email for inquiry or something like that. If you go to the website, www.themissgrace.org, you can submit, you can read through and then look at the contact information right at the bottom. And one of the numbers there is +1, and I'm going to say this twice. One of the numbers there is +1 253 579 3772. And I'll repeat myself. That's +1 253 579 3772. And that number is going to come directly to me. So you don't have to go through multiple channels. And then I'll direct you to who's most appropriate to handling.
Okay. There's a question here from Dr. Monsanje. He says, Miss Grace Pageant Africa contestants life insured? The pageant can have huge impact to promote life insurance, especially for Africans in the diaspora.
So they have to come with their own life insurance. We're already carrying such a big bill. However, we can be in contact definitely and see how perhaps you can contribute to that.
Okay, all right. Uncle Pooks, how is the mobilization for the pageant going? Since this is an African event, of course, and the first impression I had was just getting people in Africa participate. Now you are saying Africans everywhere. I think it's Michelle who said this. Michelle, you dropped a bomb here. You said the Africans across the world can participate. So if I'm in the Caribbean, how do I can participate, right?
As long as you're of African descent.
All right. So Uncle Pooks, how's the mobilization going? What is the closing date for receiving applications? Uncle Pooks? He's frozen.
He looks like he's frozen.
Okay.
Sandra, you want to take that? I feel like I've been talking.
Michelle, the last
date. Yeah, we want to close applications by mid of May. so that we give everyone time so that the applications can be assessed properly. We can start sharing stories. We'd like to also say that the earlier you get your application in, the sooner we can start sharing your story and giving you visibility. So I think that would be important to mention. Yeah, so I think it's 15th of May. We're hoping to close entries and then announce our top 100 by end of June, if possible.
Okay.
That gives them 2 or 3 months to prepare before the final event at the end of September.
All right. Excellent. All right. So you've already addressed the issue of anyone of African descent across the world can participate. All right. I want us to zero in before we end the conversation here. This was just the tip of the iceberg to provoke conversation. Everybody, that's the number Dr. Muiche talked about for you to, because I know these days people don't have time to write emails and what they want to call, they want to text. So that's the number, right? I hope I
no, you got it right. You got it right.
Okay. So let's just leave the number there. It makes it easier. So good luck to you as they flood the phone number with fake calls and messages.
Well, I hear the average African has got 2 phones, so I think it's time for my second phone.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah,
and they could text. If they can't get through, they can text as well.
They can text as well. Pauline, where are you? Come back. One of the things that you mentioned, Dr. Muiche, is vendors, okay? And I like the concept of you involving tailors, of course, to do the outfits, the fabrics, and all that. Let's talk about the vendors. Somebody out there wants to be a vendor. What should they do? What type of vendors are you looking for?
Anything and everything. I will let somebody else answer this question.
Uncle Books, are you there now?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
What kind of vendors are we looking for?
Okay, I'll take it back to you, but let me try it. From my side, I'm expecting to see vendors coming in, showcasing products and services that are mostly African based.
Okay.
You know, where people bring all the initiatives, creativity, initiatives, products. To me, those are the people that should be given the first priority, so that we, as much as we are empowering a Black African woman, we are also bringing preferably other women as well who can bring, we can come and showcase their products.
All right, excellent. So what should what's the contact info? They should still get in. They go to the website, call the number, or what?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And
I think if we can just mention that number's also on WhatsApp, I think that might help, because maybe calling won't suit a lot of people. And if it's on WhatsApp and it's a message, it might make it easier for Misha and the team to filter through the messages, as they can.
All right, excellent. All right, the final question, Dr. Muiche, why should I get involved? Why should people get involved?
You never ever want to enter the game when it's already evolving. Get in while it's hot. This is an innovative idea. Nobody's ever done anything like this before.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the beautiful thing about this is that the foundation is strong. We are pretty much a family in this. And that is the kind of emotion that we want to carry throughout the program. It's about respect. It's about celebration. It's about joy. It's about love. This is supposed to be a no-stress environment.
Okay.
Why should you get involved? Because you'll get global recognition. You'll get to be a part of something innovative. And more than that, you'll be helping the communities that need it the most.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, everybody. That's Miss Grace Africa Pageant. I would encourage you to go to the website and check it out. Very, very powerful information. It literally has all the information that everybody needs. Before we go, final word from everybody. I'll start with Uncle Pooks. Your final message in 30 seconds.
I'm just gonna add on what you have just asked. Why should somebody come in? First and foremost, 100,000 US dollars is not something that you can get so easy like this. So just come in and grab that money. It belongs to you. That is number one. Secondly, like they've already said, this is bigger than any human being. And even the 100 contestants that are coming through, even if you don't get the 100,000 US dollars or 25,000 US dollars, you still have so many other things that you will benefit from just by being in that platform in October. So it's bigger than just having one event and then you disappear. There's a lot of mentorship that is going to come through, a lot of training that will be coming through with the 100 contestants that we'll be having. And some we have a digital platform that is called Pageant, where we're going to be loading all their businesses and whatever that they are dealing with, whether it's whether it's advocacy or community work or entrepreneurship. We make sure that we put you there and you become visible to the rest of the business community. So there's a lot gain from this.
Michelle, your final word.
I think Africa is the center of attention at the moment globally. People are turning to us. They're finding Africa holds a lot more solutions, a lot more than anyone ever thought. So we'd like the women in Africa to stand tall, to know that they are recognized, and we are here for you. So if you're an African woman, even if you're based somewhere else in the world, we know you have relatives here. We know you have ties here. Let's work together. Together we are stronger, and that's I think the point. Yeah.
Moiche, your final word?
I would say don't be afraid to apply. Do not be afraid to dream big.
That's good.
This project to me just started off as something that two people were going to do. And now we've got a group of well over 30 people that are willing to join. When it's your calling, when it's your time, receive it. So that is all I'm saying. If this even struck one heartstring chord in you, go ahead and apply. The initial application is only $20. It's simply $20.
Okay.
So
I'm sure somebody can find $20, or your uncle in Atlanta or in London can pay the $20. Yeah. Those of us who want to get our nieces, our little girls get involved, pay the $20. Sandra, your last comment?
Just like Dr. Michi said, the time is now. If you've been looking for a project to get involved in, to sponsor, this is it. If you're a contestant and you have a business, you've thought about, oh, I need funding. Oh, I wish somebody could see my project. This is it for you. And if you just want to, hey, I just want to know what's going on, get involved, follow. You can do something as little as sharing the post.
Yes.
And so we welcome not just Africans, foreign investors. Africa is where the market is right now. And this is a time to get involved in a project like this. So as a vendor, you can also come in and showcase your product.
That's right.
So now you apply, because we wouldn't want to have like 10 vendors of the same item. So the sooner you apply to come in as a vendor, you get your spot. I'm saying too much, but my final words is the time is
now. All right. Pauline, you get the last word. You're on mute.
You're muted.
Oh, partnerships. We're looking for partnerships. We're looking for people to partner with us. We can't do this on our own. We don't want people to be like, oh, 100,000, they have it. No, we want everybody to come together and support. And we want a lot of people to be a part of this. So you don't necessarily, we can't all be one of the contestants, which we know some of us want to be that, but we can't. And so just chime in. We're looking for corporate sponsors. We're looking for financial sponsors. We're looking for different kinds of partnerships. Just don't be afraid. Reach out and we'll get back to you.
All right. Okay. Next week on ZBTR TV, I'll be speaking to these amazing ladies. Dr. Anna Katema Banda. Most of you know her in the community. She lives in the Atlanta area. And Dr. Pastor Linda Lisulo, My Weight Loss Journey. That's our subject for next week. And I hope you all join us. We're looking forward to have that amazing conversation. My brother Pooks, thank you. Mwiche, thank you. Sandra, Michelle, Pauline, thank you for doing this. And looking forward to a collaboration between Miss Grace, Pageant Africa, and ZBTR TV. And I know this is going to work. It's definitely going to work. It's looking forward to that. I hope I can make a trip to Zambia during the pageant and just be in the audience and see what is going on. I think that would be something
We invite
exciting.
you to come, please.
Yeah, I know. Pooks can pay my ticket. Pooks can pay my ticket.
You need company too. He's surrounded by too many women.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, thank you, Barbara. Thank you. This is amazing. And everybody, let's make this go viral. The only way we're gonna make this thing, a lot of people know about this, if we make it go viral. You hear what I'm trying to say? So let's make this go viral, and then it will be everybody will be able to get the African across the globe to participate. All right. My Dallas community, we have a town hall meeting starting right about now. And when this is done, my wife and I are heading there. We shall see you in a bit. Join me next week as I host Pastor Linda Lisulo and Dr. Anna Katema, My Weight Loss Journey. See you next week.
Zambia Blog Talk Radio.